Hello again and welcome back. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. Today I've got a Christmas project share that I want to show you. So we will have a little look through that. But before I do, I just wanted to say hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few new subscribers that found the channel through my previous video of making flowers out of packaging. So thank you very much for subscribing and joining our community. I hope you really enjoy watching some of the other things on the channel. I also want to give a big shout out to all my regulars. Thank you very much for watching all my videos all the time and leaving such lovely comments and giving me so much encouragement. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So for those of you that are new, you may not know, but I made a promise to myself at the beginning of 2025 that I would do a Christmas project once a month and post it on the 25th of each month this year, which I've done. And I do have a playlist for Christmas projects, and you'll see that there's something in there for every month. So for this month, I decided to smash a collection that I've had in my stash for a while, which is all about a summer Christmas. Now, as most of you would know, I live in Brisbane, Australia, and we have a hot Christmas. So this collection is perfect for our climate and focuses a little bit on the things that we would normally do, like going on a summer holiday in our Christmas holiday break, or going camping, or on a cruise, or something like that. So I wanted to do something with this collection, but I also pulled out of my stash an accordion album because I wanted to just put it together fairly quickly. And I have from Uniquely Creative these accordion albums. So this is what it looks like. I'll open this one up and show you. And they're already pre-made, and you can see that it opens up and it's exactly what it says that it is. It's an accordion album, and it's all already covered. It's got the closure already resolved, and all you've got to do is stick your paper down. So I had two of these in my stash, and I thought I'm going to bust out one of those, which is what I did, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So you can get these from Uniquely Creative, and I'll link their website below. And I'm sure that there's quite a lot of distributors throughout different countries, but you can purchase them from Uniquely Creative here in Australia as well. So that's what I used for my base, and I didn't change it in any way. You can see that it still closes exactly the same way. Okay, now I also decided that I wanted to use the Paper Rose Studio Tropical Christmas. Now, as I said, it is a summer-themed Christmas collection. And in my September Paper Stash Smash video, I'll link it below as well, I actually show all of the pages of this collection because I said that I was going to smash it for the month of October. So I'll pop that video below as well, where I show you each page in the collection, and we also have a little bit of a flick through some ephemera as well. And I'm also using some of the embossed die cuts and some of the cut aparts as well, because I've got both of them in my stash. So let's have a little look. So you can see that it has a tie closure, and it's fixed to the accordion album. You can see that it threadles its way through. And for the closure, I just punched out I made my back, and I just punched out the circles and laid the paper around the existing eyelets. So let's have a little look at the front first. I covered it in some of the paper. I've mounted it with some glitter red out of my stash and some white, and then I've used some of the ephemera to decorate it. For those of you that have used Paper Rose, you would know that on the back of the cover sheet there's always sentiments. So you can see that I've cut this up to get that sentiment out, and it's got a summery feel to it. It's got a Christmas tree with shells on it, and we have a camper van. Then we have page 1, and I put into it a pocket. It doesn't come with a pocket, but I just used some craft cardstock and I made a pocket, and I just glued it straight on, and I decorated it with the collection. And I also made a postcard out of the cut apart sheet that says, "Wish you were here." And I just backed that cut apart onto some glitter cardstock. Then on the back, I stamped a postcard and made it look like a postcard. And I've actually put onto it an Australian Christmas stamp. And I used the stamp set from Crafty by Tony, and it's the postcard one. You can purchase it on her Etsy store. So that was the postcard there, and you can see that then I've left the pages so that you can put a photo onto it if you want to. This page here, it has a little tuck spot in there, and this is a photo mount, and it's a 4x6 photo mount. Then we're using a cut apart here, one of the 3x4 cut aparts, and I've just mounted it onto the red glitter cardstock, and I've just put a paper clip in there with a little bit of red tulle onto it. The next page has a 4x5 photo mount with just a little tuck spot, and I actually added to the album this flip out. I just used some craft cardstock to make the flip out, and then covered it with some paper and some white cardstock as well. And I've just drawn around it with a brown craft coloured marker and put a little bit of squiggle onto it. And then on this page here, I have mounted one of the tags and put a little bit of twine onto it and just decorated it. Now this flip out is magnetized, you'll hear it. So I put a magnet in there. And here we have another tuck spot just out of one of the cut aparts, and another one as well. You can see that on this one I have drawn some sketchy lines around it and just done a little squiggle every now and then. And I don't do it on all of them. You can see that that one doesn't have it on, and this one doesn't have it on. I mix it up so that it's not all the same. Then on the last page we have a pocket, and I added this pocket in here again with some craft cardstock, and it just has a photo mount, a 4x6 photo mount, and one of the tags from the cut apart added to it. And here we have another cut apart as well in a tuck spot. And then this is the back, and I've just decorated it with some of the cut aparts, and I've pieced together some paper. Now the great thing about an accordion album is that it then opens the other direction. So you can see here that I've made another photo mount with just some squiggles on it and a tuck spot, and put some little sentiments on there for Christmas. Once again, I've added a flip out, and the flip out measurement is 4 3/4 inches by 6 1/4 inches tall, and then it's scored at a 1/2 inch. So that's the flip out, and once again it's magnetized, and I've just glued that tag down and put a little bit of twine onto it. Then on this page I actually created a belly band, and I added the belly band into it before I put the paper down, the backing paper. So I put the belly band on first and then slid the decorative pattern paper in underneath the belly band. So this mount will actually hold a 4x6 photo, and on the back is a tuck spot as well. And then I've just got one of those 3x4 cut aparts. Here we have a tag, and you can see that I have mounted it onto the red glitter paper, and then I've just put a little bit of a ribbon in there and stapled it with my tiny attacher. And we have a sandman here. He looks like a snowman, but I think he's actually a sandman, and he's dressed up in his tropical swimming clothes. And then the last page, we have a tuck spot underneath a wreath that has shells on it. And then we have another one of those tags, cut apart tags, that I've just put a little bit of ribbon and stapled it. So there we go, that's our album. And on the front, once you tie it, I've put a little charm. So I'll just tie it up and I'll show you the charm. So there we go, there's our accordion album. You can see that I've put on a little crab as a charm, and that's because for Christmas we always have seafood. We always have prawns and crab, and we're very fortunate here because we have Moreton Bay bugs. So we usually have Moreton Bay bugs for Christmas as well, and some oysters. So I put the crab on there because we've got a tropical coastal holiday theme happening here. So there we go. There's our little accordion album, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I hope you really like that. I will be smashing the rest of that 12 by 12 paper pack, and I will show that in my paper stash smash video on the 1st of November. So I'll use up the rest of what's left over and create some other things out of it. So yeah, look out for that video coming up. So if you like the accordion album and the video, give it a thumbs up. That would be wonderful, and subscribe to the channel. And I know that it was just a project share today, but it's good to see some things that people are making for Christmas. And I've got some other great tutorials coming up of some things that I'm putting into some more junk journals. So I'm trying to get through some of my scrapbooking supplies and to get rid of them out of my stash. So this was a really good way to use some of those supplies. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a great week of creating something fun and new, and I will see you all very soon with some other projects. Thanks again, everybody. Bye for now.